Hi, this is Heather from A More Crafty Life. Today I'm going to show you how to crochet the almond stitch left-handed. This is an easy stitch that alternates between the slip stitch and half double crochet. For this pattern, I'm using Lily Sugar and Cream cotton yarn in rows and a 5mm crochet hook, but you could use any one that you want. And this is what it's going to look like. So let's get started. For the almond stitch, you need a multiple of 8 plus 5 for the pattern. It alternates between slip stitch and half double crochet. So you do 4 slip stitch, then 4 half double crochet for 2 rows, and then you just switch it and do 4 half double crochet and 4 slip stitch for 2 rows. After you've done starting with the second row, both the chain 1 and chain 2 stitches count as the first stitch of the row. For this example, I am going to chain 29, which is 8 times 3 plus 5 for a multiple of 8 plus 5. So let's get started. Going to chain 29 or any multiple of 8 plus 5. You can find the free written pattern on my blog. There's a dishcloth and a blanket that is a similar stitch. I will continue chaining to reach 29 and I'll meet you at the end of the row. Once you have your 29 chains, you are going to slip stitch and the second stitch from the hook. So here's 1, 2, and you're going to do a slip stitch. You just insert your hook, yarn over, pull through one, and pull through the other one. So that's your first stitch. Then you're going to repeat for 3 more for a total of 4 slip stitches for the first row. So there's 3 and there's 4. Then you're going to do 4 half double crochets. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through 1 loop, yarn over, and pull through the rest of the loops on your hook. So there's 1, and we're going to do 4. 2, 3, and 4. And then you're going to do 4 slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then 4 half double crochet. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So your pattern should look like this so far: 4 slip stitch, 4 half double crochet, and that is the repeat till the end of the row, where you should end up with 4 slip stitch. So whatever you start the row with, you should end up with. So now we're doing 4 slip stitch. There's 3, 4, and then 4 half double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you should end with 4 slip stitches. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Your row should look like this: 4 slip stitches followed by 4 half double crochets, ending with 4 slip stitches. Then you are going to chain 1. This is going to be your count as your first slip stitch, and from here on out you are going to crochet in the back loop only. So instead of putting your crochet hook through both loops like this, you are just going to go through the back loop. And this is called back loop only. And that's what you're going to do for all of the stitches for the rest of the pattern. So we're doing 4 slip stitches, the chain, 1 counted as the first one, and then 3 more, and the back loop only. So if you can see, it should look like this. And then you are going to do 4 half double crochets on top of the 4 from the row below. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then you are going to switch back to the slip stitch and put 4 slip stitches on top of the 4 from the row before. And this is going to be the start of your repeat. So you do 4 slip stitches and 4 half double crochets, just like you did for the row before. And keep continuing the pattern. 4 half double crochets. And then I will meet you at the end of the row after you've done the last 4 slip stitches. Now that I finished my last 4 slip stitches, this is what it should look like for row 2. Then I am going to chain 2 and turn my work. And now it's going to change, and it's going to be 4 half double crochets followed by 4 slip stitches. And you're going to repeat that for row 3 and 4. So the chain 2 counts as the first stitch, and you are going to do 3 more half double crochets in the back loop only on top of the slip stitches from the row before. And then you're going to alternate 2 slip stitches, so 4 slip stitches, and then you're going to go back to 4 half double crochet, and that will be your pattern. 4 half double crochet followed by 4 slip stitches. And so far it should look like this. It kind of makes what they call an almond or kind of a leaf shape. And then repeat to your 4 slip stitches. And then remembering to do just the back loop. And continue to the end of the row, ending with 4 half double crochets. So after you do your last 4 half double crochets, your work should look like this for row 3. You are going to chain 2 and turn your work. And you're going to do the same repeat again. So wherever you have half double crochets, you are going to do 4 half double crochets, and wherever you have slip stitches, you're going to do 4 slip stitches, remembering to put them in the back loop only. So I have 4 half double crochets, then 4 slip stitches, so it will look like this. So you have these two like leaves or almond kind of shapes, and that is what is going to repeat through the pattern. So I'm here on top of doing 4 half double crochets on top of the 4 half double crochets from the row below. And we're going to repeat until and end with 4 half double crochets at the end. So I will meet you there. So you should have ended row 4 with 4 half double crochets, and this is what it should look like. And then for row 5, you're going to chain 1, turn your work, and then you're going to start over with slip stitches for the first 4 and then half double crochet. and then it repeats from rows 2 through 5. Doing 2 rows of slip stitch first, and then 2 rows of half double crochet first. And this is not the fastest pattern, but once you've gone through the pattern, once you've done rows 2 through 5, it's pretty obvious which stitches go where, and you don't really need to count too much. And it comes out with a nice, with an interesting texture that I think looks good in both solid, multicolor, or 2 colors. And like I said before, you can find this free pattern on my blog, A More Crafty Life. I'll link it below. And you can also find a dishcloth pattern, and then I have a blanket that is of a similar stitch that you can also do. And all my patterns that I create are free on my blog, and there's free PDFs for you to print and download. And you can find them, like I said, on A More Crafty Life. And they're also, and all my tutorials are left-handed because I can't crochet right-handed. And so let's continue to the end. You'll end with the 4 slip stitches. And then you will chain 1. And this is what it should look like. And you can repeat it until you have the length that you want. And for my sample, I did, I repeated row 2 through 5 for 28 rows, which gave you close to a rectangle. Thank you for watching.